And this weekend, I was assigned to a reggae or a world of music festival. It was in what was it held in DeSoto, out in DeSoto, Texas, in a park, Grimes Park. And so it was like a 3 day festival of world of music. And then as I worked the festival and checked out the lineup, I think it's a little different than their usual reggae festival that they have here in Dallas. It was in Addison, and they had it in Valley View Mall, old Valley View Mall parking lot, and stuff like that. But anyway, Dallas, Fort Worth, you know what I'm talking about. And it was something, I guess I never really paid attention, but you there working, you just, checking the crowd out and you're able to check out the acts that are coming on. It's something that hit me, and I've always felt about never ever, it just didn't hit me until past weekend, all 3 days. It's a world of music, right? When you say world of music, you're playing everybody. But I didn't see anybody there. They had the reggae acts. They came like the black reggae. On my Facebook page, you see I have a picture with iconic reggae legend Queen Africa. Like Africa's IFRA, Queen Africa. She did a good job, and I loved her. And there was a couple of reggae acts that I hadn't heard of, but I enjoyed the music. But it was very telling. They had this huge Tongo and Samoan, those acts. I said, what music comes out of Tongo and Samoa? I think one guy got up there, he did his thing like, but I realized that they don't have a musical culture there worldwide. So guess what they were singing? They were singing Charlie Wilson and Marvin Gaye. They were singing the acts were singing a lot of R&B songs. They had all of their family members come out there, Tongo and Samoa, come out there. They drew a lot of them out there. So I never heard that. They were singing a lot of, there goes my baby, and Marvin Gaye stuff, and all the songs were really, I think there's some Al Green in there somewhere. Just very all. So the genre of music that they've latched on to is R&B and soul, I guess. So that's interesting. Never mind. Then I saw the white acts, who was supposed to be reggae acts. I said, okay. I've seen on videos and stuff and heard, in the 80s, white acts that did the No Doubt and others done use reggae rhythms in their pop or rock music. And it was so interesting about that is that, the white guys that came on there, I said, these must be guys who couldn't make it in pop music, they couldn't make it in rock, so they're like, they had the reggae beats with their lyrics. And I realized that when they do reggae songs, these white guys doing the reggae, they were taking like songs from the 80s and putting Bob Marley beats to them. Let's give me an example. Something like Billy Joel. Now, everyone knows Billy Joel is one of the pop icons of the 80s. Let's say the white guys do something like this. A song like, we didn't start the fire, but the flame was burning as the world was turning. We didn't start the fire. Y'all know that Billy Joel hit, classic. Well, the white guys are doing, we didn't start the fire, but the flame was turning and oh. So that's y'all. That's y'all version of reggae, huh? And then they get to this part, y'all know the breakdowns in reggae is just awesome. They go like boom, 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 boom. I don't like that. And I was like thinking, I don't like that. There's something so cultural appropriation about all this. All of it. It's so cultural appropriation. And I guess the organizers of the thing, they wanted to be verse. I said, if it was world of music, I was expecting to hear some artists from Nairobi, some R&B acts or neo soul acts, and even some acts. It was going to be world of music, not just some true reggae artists and black cosplaying Samoan and Tongo and black playing white guys singing reggae with the dirty nappy dreads and all of that, all the whole look. I didn't care for that, but later on, when the reggae band, the featured reggae act was Queen Africa and her band, and as well as other black dudes who was actually reggae. In Christ, you better come out, I said, I noticed the difference. And we've always said this about quote unquote black music, be it jazz, be it gospel, soul music, even when we play rock, reggae, all these musics, all of these genres of music that originated with black people, they come from a place of struggle. They come from a place of thriving for hope. And it was come from a deep faith and come from ancestral prayers and the root of blackness and who we are. I say this because I know this, because I experienced this. Whenever you hear gospel music sung from its core, when you hear real soul music of Otis Redding and Sam Cooke and Aretha, that music comes from a people who are coming from a suffering. And you can feel it in the music. And when Jimi Hendrix played that rock guitar, the way he did it, it was a little different than when Eric Clapton did it. And Stevie Ray Vaughan, his blood and sang like B.B. King's Lucille. It wasn't the same, and you can tell it because we pick chords that they're exactly attributes to the soul and the suffering of a people. And I felt that when the reggae acts came on, because when they spoke, I didn't catch all the words because they speak with such a rapid patois. Wait about and going out, gone girl, boom, 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 and it hits hard. Especially this part like when the white guys do boom, 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 boom. When they hit it, go boom, bam, boom, boom. And you can't break it out. Boom, boom. You can't help but move. And that is the difference. That's why it's called cultural appropriation. You can imitate it. Shout out to Little Richard. Often imitate it, but never duplicate it. You can't duplicate soul. You can't duplicate the rhythm and the essence of a cultural people. You can't do it. You can't. You can't. Because whenever they hit that bum, 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 bum with those real instruments, you can't do it. That's why today's rap music can't do jack with the hip hop. That's why when you see the black fraternity, the black sororities, when they're stepping, and then you look at the white ones trying to, imitate it, they can't do it because the black fraternities and the black sororities, the African soul and the rhythm, even though they're part of a Greek-led organization, but they still bring their Africanness, their African attributes to their dance, to their stepping. That's what makes it so powerful and so entertaining. So y'all come on now. I don't understand why y'all got a problem with being black. Black comes from God's hands. I don't understand why we let people talk us out of being black. And why we don't really profit and really our own stuff because it's something in us that other people know. Why you think the college and football teams got all these black dudes on there? And the WNBA was black all the time, but they got the malaria bird, so they pushed the little ugly white girl. They know us better than we know us because we stopped reading in 1999. That's why it's so much chaos in race. Sure, we can let these little bought-off bootlicks who call themselves Democrats. Well, racism is racism. We know about racism. We've been in this mother for 500 years. But don't get distracted by that. Get to the rhythm and the core of who we are. But hell, immigrants come over and get to mess around with black folks because they look at y'all like, well, damn. They have this romantic fantasy of who black people are. When they come and see us in these horrible conditions intellectually. Hey, Kenyatta, you doing all right? When they see us in these intellectual, these mental, deplorable conditions as black people, they're like, oh, wow. I guess historically they did. But right now they doing drugs. Most of them are homosexuals. The daughters dress like whores and the sons don't want to be men. And the men are too busy chasing white girls and other girls. And the women are lusting, hoping a white man to pick them. They say we just screwed up because we made a conscious decision to run away from black. And we allowed other people to redefine what black is when it's already been defined by God. From our lips to our sisters' hips, to our eyes, our hair, everything has already been defined, but we stopped reading. And that's why we're so messed up. So it don't matter who wins these elections until we get back to black. The Dr. John Henry Clark black, the Dr. Ben Hannon black, the Dr. Frances Cress Welsing black, the Dr. Claude Anderson black, until we get to Neely Fuller's black, until we get to Dr. Jawanza Kunjufu black, until we get to Michelle Alexander when she's talking about in her book Black New Jim, until we get back to Dr. Julia Hare, we get back to Dr. Joy Leary, we get back to what black is. Shout out to Dr. Amos Wilson. Until we get back to that, we're going to continue to be screwed. We are. Because every day we push out the original spirit of God in our continent, of our bodies, because we try to impress other folks. We scared to be pushed to the side. We scared to be looked at as being inclusive. No one else has that. No other racial or ethnic group has that fear of being told you're not inclusive, except for Black Americans. That's why we fucked up. That's why Grandma's Homecoming had them little naked ass girls around there. And them little zesty boys all day long. Little thug and HBCUs. Because the HBCUs they purposely, with the hiring of these particular groups of blacks to lead these schools, they purposely got away from black consciousness. That's why it's so niggerized at these HBCUs. And back to the whole reggae thing and the culture, I just wanted to share that. Let me go and get lunch. Your boys here. I'll be back later because I have a couple of other things I want to share with both of y'all and on both sides, Facebook as well as YouTube. Y'all continue to like, share, and subscribe, please. And the Cash App is there. If you like what I'm talking